I need you to start over as many times as it takes to finally get your life right. But when we try something and we fail at it, and we've already made the announcement to the world of what we're launching and what we're going to do or what our next plans are, and then we seem to just fall flat on our face. It can be so embarrassing. It can be discouraging. It kind of make you want to crawl up into this hole and just never come back out. Because you're wondering, will people judge me? Will people think that I'm a failure? Will people think that I'm incompetent? Will people think that I'm incapable? And all of those thoughts and all of those doubts and all of those insecurities and all of those all of that stuff just starts stirring in your head. And for a lot of people, what it does is it puts them in this place of stillness where they don't want to do anything. They don't want to dream again. They don't want to try again. They don't want to they don't want to live their life to the fullest anymore. But I hope with one thing that this video does is it gives you permission to start over as many times as you need until you feel like you put your life in a place where it makes you happy. Man, because one thing I'm learning about my life as I continue to live is that the same dream that I may have dreamt when I was 18 or 19 years old may not be the same dream I dream when I'm 28 or 29. It may be a part of it, right? It may be part of a bigger plan that helps me realize what I was supposed to be doing all along with my life. But I think sometimes, y'all, we so afraid of pivoting or starting over or starting from scratch again that we stick with stuff that really doesn't make us happy or doesn't bring us any type of fulfillment or doesn't really do anything for us, just so we say that we're comfortable. Just so we don't have to come off and appear as a failure to other people on the outside looking in. But what you're doing is making you miserable. What you keep trying brings you no joy. It brings you no happiness. It may have at one point, but it doesn't anymore. And I think as human beings and as creatives and as business owners, as career people, we have to pay attention to what it is we doing with our life every day. How did it make you feel? Because true enough, you're going to have to do some things that you don't feel like doing in order to be successful. We all know that. But I'm not going to lie. If every day you wake up and what you're going to do doesn't bring you a hint of happiness, a hint of joy, right? Like it never lights up your world, then maybe it's time for you to start over. And as scary as that may be, as lonely as that may be, even though that means you may have to isolate yourself for a while you figure out what your life, sometimes it's necessary. And you know what they say? They say when you have to start over from scratch, you have to refigure out your life. They said you're not starting over from the beginning. It's just now that you're starting over with some wisdom that you didn't have before. So you know exactly what to do and what not to do in order to end up in the same position that you was in the last time. You know what boundaries were set and what boundaries you need to kind of let go of in order to become the person that you want to become. You know what person you need to mold into in order to become the person you always wanted to be. But don't be so afraid to start over or start new that you keep settling in a place that does nothing for you. Like I just started over my life like so many times. I went from working a 9-to-5 when I was 18 to doing community work to speaking to being in college to going to barber school to having a mentoring program to having a mentoring program where we worked with kids doing car washes. Like I've done it all. We served 100,000 people when it comes to community events and programming. I've done the content. I've done the speaking. I've done it all, and now I'm in college to be a teacher so I can coach basketball because in reality, that's always been my first love. I'm still going to mentor. I'm still going to work with the youth. I'm still going to serve my community. I'm still going to create the content, right? I'm still going to be that person. But I think there are certain, I'm a writer, right? But I think there are certain facets of me. I used to help people with their content. I used to help people with their brands. But I think there are certain facets of me that have changed so much over the years where I realized some of the things that I used to do that made me happy, that I used to do to make money, or that I used to do that was a part of my brand, doesn't really bring me any type of joy anymore. And as hard as it may be to have to let it go, maybe because of the money or the comfortability or letting some people down or whatever the case may be, I realized that if I didn't let it go, I would never make any room for the new blessings that God is trying to bring into my life. And I think it's the same thing for you. There's some things that you started. There's some things you thought you wanted. There were some things that in one season of your life did everything for you. But now you're in a place where it doesn't bring you that same joy. And if you keep trying to hold on to everything because you're afraid to let go of something, then how can you ever embrace the new things that God is trying to put into your mind and put into your heart and put into your life? You never know. You might come back full circle and end up doing the same thing that you said that you was going to stop doing. But right now, in the season you in right now, that's just not what's for you. And I need you to know that's okay. I don't come here to preach to you. I don't come here to do some long-winded message. I just wanted to give you permission and let you know and remind you it's okay to start over as many times as it takes until you get your life right. It's okay to start over as many times as it takes until you do what it is that makes you happy. It's okay to start over as many times as it takes until you finally find that clarity and find that version of you that just makes you feel whole and at peace. It's okay. I hope this message speaks to you, man. I hope it helps you. Because I know that's my only goal with this, man. I love y'all so much, and thank y'all for tuning into the episode of SpeakUPZee Podcast, man. The part we talk about real things, real people. I love you so much, man. Peace.